We'll work it out. Okay, so hello, welcome back to another episode of the Yellow Butterfly Podcast. My name is Denisha Smith, and in this episode I have my good old friend, Renezzy, aka Renee, aka Renee. I don't know if you're going to use your real name. We'll see. We'll just stick with that name. And in this episode, I got two cameras going, so I'm going to probably just look at this one. In this episode, I have some questions in a jar. Some questions I looked up, some I just kind of randomly was like, well, maybe we can talk about this. Nothing too crazy. Mainly around like friendship and things like that. I kind of wanted this episode to be about that. And just a little bit like girl talk and stuff. So we're only gonna, let's see, we're gonna do like 20 minutes or so. What? Can you hear me?
Very slow.
Okay. I gotta talk louder. Okay. Or is that good? Do I gotta talk louder? Anyway, so that's what we're gonna be doing. And I gotta watch the time because I'll be going over. Okay. So, if you were here, Renezzy, we would both pull out questions and stuff. But because you are not, I'm going to pull them out. Actually, let's, how about you share how we met and how long we've known each other?
Okay, so we've known each other 7 years. 8. Eli just turned 7. Yeah, 7 or 8 years, somewhere around there. We met because we worked together. We worked together at one of her many jobs that she has.
What about many jobs?
Huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, we just instantly clicked, I guess, because we have kindred spirits and we were able to get along very well. We're fortunate enough that our kids have the same birthdays, exactly a year apart. And so just helping her in her times of pregnancy, and then she helping me adjust to the new job that was very, not what I was used to.
It's like, what's the word you want to use?
Right. Not what I was used to. Not what I was expecting. So just adjusting, and then we just clicking and having a friendship and going from there. Who's here?
You know who's up in here.
Oh,
I know, right?
not your time.
So yes, that's how we met. 7/8 years ago at a job. And yeah, been friends ever since.
Yep.
Okay.
Through all the travel.
What now? That's having some shade on that one. Yes, you need to elaborate. You want to elaborate on that?
Boom, through all the travel.
Renee's upset because I travel.
I can't be honest.
No, say it. What?
I said it through all the travel.
With some shade on it. That's fine, it's whatever. Okay, first question. Our first question topic. Feel free to elaborate. Okay. Oh, it's an easy one. Who is your celebrity crush right now?
Right now? Like right now?
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, but then I got old and crusty, so I didn't have to revamp.
Who is my celebrity crush?
Let me think.
Okay, I'll go while you're thinking. The first person.
Michael B. Jordan, but that's yours.
I was gonna say the first person that comes to mind is Michael B. Jordan. I mean, I haven't been like crushing on him hard, but that's the first. I mean, I'd still, you know, if he came up to me, be like, yeah. So probably Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, other than that, I don't think I really like not crushing on any celebrities right now.
I don't either. I mean, it used to be, like I said, they didn't got old and crusty. It used to be Morris Chestnut, Tay Diggs. Those were my go-to diehard. But, you know, age is starting to show on all of us. So.
Right. I haven't heard those two, like, being crushes in a while. Like people be like, "Ooh, Morris Chestnut."
Yeah, not anymore. I mean,
yeah.
There's a TikTok video of a grandma going, "Oh, Morris Chestnut. I don't want to be that." So no, not it.
So no celebrities right now.
Well,
Really?
Michael B. Jordan. I mean, he's the most attractive right now, but
yeah, yeah. Because I'm thinking too, like, who else? I don't think that there's anybody else.
I like the way Idris talks.
Yeah.
I guess I put a bag on his head.
You don't think he's cute?
He's alright.
He's cute.
He doesn't get my mind turning.
Right. I feel like there was somebody that was like, ooh. But I don't think it was a celebrity. Anyway. Next question.
Wait, what?
Girl.
Delayed reaction there. Hold on.
I'll tell you about it later. Okay.
Fast forward.
Huh?
I said fast forward.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Do you think people can stay friends forever?
I think if they're willing to,
Mm-hmm.
I think that people grow, and I think that sometimes you can grow apart, or you're different, like your lifestyles or your opinions and stuff can have you create a distance between you. I think as long as they're willing to make it work and they can agree to disagree through the differences, then they can be friends forever. But
Right.
what is a forever friend, I guess?
Yeah, and it's hard too because like people change. I mean, people need to change. I feel like if you're not changing, then you're not growing. But yeah, I think that as long as you guys are communicating, the friends are.
And I think another side to that too, like you and your spouse can be friends forever because you're already committed in a relationship. So yeah, you and your family members can be at some point friends together. But like true friendship with no family connection, being friends forever, it's hard because life is hard, things happen, but it's possible.
Right. Yeah, and I think, as I said, I think like it may go like this. You guys might be close all the time. I mean, just in our own relationship, close all the time, and then things will change, but then you guys come back together. I mean, I've had some friendships like that, but I don't know, it's hard. I hope people can, I want to think everyone, you can be friends forever.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a friend that we're going on 20 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had a dip. I mean, you said they go like that. We've had a straight plunge and...
Right. Coming back from that. Or trying to.
We're like slowly incoming. She won't let me divorce her, so...
Right.
I'm stuck.
I was just talking to a friend of mine and we were talking about like how we were in high school, and then after high school kind of we would talk every now and then and be like, check in on each other, but it was like maybe once a year, a couple times a year. And then now because of the quarantine, like she's not able to, she works in the restaurant business or industry, so I've been calling her. She's, we've been talking more and kind of picking up where we left off and just kind of rebuilding that again. So that's been nice.
Yeah, but that's, that makes sense. Circumstance will change that. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
It can help enhance it and it can decrease it as well.
Right. Okay. All right, next one. Ooh. Ooh. Who was your first kiss? You don't have to give the full name if you don't.
Yeah. One of them is deceased, so... But does kindergarten count?
I guess so, if that was your first one.
No judgment. Hold on. No judgment.
Who would you consider, like, because sometimes, like, that was, I kissed this person, but...
is a kiss, like, are we talking about, like, that? Or are we talking about...
Like, this is it. This is the kiss. Like, we kissed.
Okay. So, I won't say his name because he's deceased. God rest his soul. But I was in 8th or 9th grade.
Okay.
And he was my first unofficial boyfriend.
Okay.
And it was in between classes, so we were in the cafeteria.
In between classes?
Yeah, you know how you change classes in,
Yeah.
in junior high?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we were in between classes, and it was in the cafeteria. It was way after lunch, so the cafeteria was dark, and it may have been towards the end of the day, I think. And my grandmother was coming to pick me up, so I was in a hurry, and I was like, oh my God, this is happening. And there's like a story to all of that behind that. But he was like my most inappropriate junior high boyfriend I've ever had. Everything that was inappropriate with him happened. I guess that's why he was my boyfriend. But I was so excited, and I went in, and it was such a rush. I ended up biting his jaw. Like, yep.
You bit his jaw. How do you bite? Okay.
Because my mouth was open. I was like, yeah.
I'm so excited. What did he say?
He was like, no. And then he moved my head, and he was like, I was like,
slowed you down. Hold on. That's the best. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Heartbeat's like, yeah.
Dang. Okay. Well, mine, I didn't have the heartbeat, but my first kiss was in 7th grade. First, like, boyfriend and stuff. So 7th grade, and I think it was, we went to, I don't know if it was a party or whatever, a party at 7th grade, and then we kissed there. But I remember he was shorter than me. So in the moment, like, I'm like, oh, this is cute, like my first kiss or whatever. But back in my head, I'm like, man, this dude's shorter than me. But that was my first kiss in 7th grade.
Aww.
It was cool. Like, it kind of went straight to like making out and I'm like, whoa, like, it's a lot. What are we doing here? Like, it's a lot. But you know, I'm trying to be cool with it. Whatever. I've done this before. No, not really.
I've done this. I'm a pro at this.
Isn't it crazy how we try to, like, just thinking like as kids,
Yeah.
acting like, nah, this ain't nothing.
I'm new to this.
Right. You never did this before.
But I ain't kissing everybody, but you're not the first person.
Exactly. Okay, quick turn. How has motherhood changed you?
Ooh. I would say for the better. I used to be terrible with patience, especially when I was tired.
Mm-hmm.
But having multiple children, because I have 3, having multiple children just kind of makes you slow down and go, okay.
How about a pro and a con?
A pro and a con to being a parent?
Just how motherhood in general has changed you.
It grows you up because you're responsible for a whole nother individual. Mm-hmm. So it grows you up, and it just makes you see or appreciate your heart walking outside of your body. So your children become, for me, my heart. And you want to do everything for them. Everything is motivated by them, your best and everything. A con, being outnumbered. Having 3 is a lot. And everybody's, and they never stop.
Right.
Never stop. But a plus side to that is having boys. Like, there is no other love than a mother's love or the love of the boys for the mom. I don't know because I don't have any girls, but the way that the boys love me, it's amazing, and I couldn't have asked for anything better.
So, okay. So the pro is, what did you say? What was the pro?
Patience.
Patience.
Growing you up.
Growing you up. And the con is being outnumbered. Can you imagine if you only had 1, though? Would you want more?
Yeah. I always knew that I wanted to have at least 2.
Yeah. Okay, so a pro for me, how has motherhood changed me? I would say it's given me something to, it's gotten me out of my shell. It's made me want to push myself a little harder for them. I've said it before, but like when I had Elijah, after I had him, I was like, okay, I need to get out of my, stop being so shy and like just to myself, because I want to make sure he has friends growing up. And, you know, as a little one, like, you gotta, or while they're little, like, do play dates, and it's really up to the parents to be like, hey, you know, and talk to the mom or the dad or whatever, I felt like. So, the pro from motherhood is, I guess it's gotten me out of my shell. The con of motherhood, I want to say at first it was feeling like I had to be a certain way. Because as a new mom and stuff, like, I don't know how to be a mom. All I know is how other moms are, so I'm trying to be like them. Or maybe this is a good mom.
Oh.
This is what a good mom is supposed to be. So trying to be that instead of just being myself and, you know, allowing myself to kind of change and grow. And I feel like I immediately went into, okay, this is what moms are supposed to do. This is what a good mom is supposed to do. And took a minute for me, like, okay, look, I don't have to do that, or I don't have to do that, or so I would say that's one con, I guess, for motherhood.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Next question. What time am I? Okay. Maybe get through all of them.
We're gonna get through all of them?
I think so. Might be able to. I got like 5 minutes. Okay, what's the dumbest thing you've done?
How much time do we have?
Something that immediately pops into mind, like, oh, that was so dumb. I know what it is for me.
Go ahead and tell me yours. Let me filter through mine.
The first thing that pops into mind is when I was in middle school, I think it was middle school or middle school. Basically peer pressure. Like, I let peer pressure get me. And I'm like, so dumb. Because I knew what to do. I knew I shouldn't have done it. And I did it anyway. Got in trouble. Like, I knew I was going to get in trouble. And I didn't even benefit from any of it. So for me, that was dumb. Because I was spending at a friend's house. She wanted to sneak out. And I'm like, I'm not sneaking out. You go. I don't want to go. She's like, no, you gotta come. I'm like, I don't want to go. Like, I'm not doing that. Snuck out some dude's house. I was just like a dummy just sitting there. Because I'm not going to do anything. And we get back to her house and my mom is outside of her house. Like,
oh my gosh.
And I'm like, God, I knew it was going to get. She's like, get in the car. I'm like, I got in trouble. So it's just one of those things, like, dummy, like, just, you should have just said, but the peer pressure and you're young and it's like.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing that pops to mind.
I was trying to think if I had any of those, and I was like, oh, those are so whack. I'm not sharing those. I guess this one just talks about, like, a growth.
Okay.
Putting my trust or value of myself into someone else.
Okay.
Like, depending on them to validate me and say, I need you, I love you. I think that's the dumbest thing. We'll just go with that one, because some other ones are like, lame. Nope.
Don't want to share those other.
Nope.
Okay, yeah.
Those are super lame. You'll be like, no.
So that's off of camera type of dumb. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Alright, next one. Do you believe in aliens?
I believe in afterlife.
Okay.
And I don't necessarily believe in aliens, but I believe in other things outside of the human race.
I was gonna say, do you think on another planet, there's another, like, other people,
like a species.
other things living?
Yeah, it has to be, because the galaxy is so freaking huge for us just to be the only ones on this teeny tiny planet in this teeny tiny Milky Way.
Right. I don't necessarily believe, I don't necessarily believe in aliens, I don't think. But just the thought of, like, what if there's another planet just like this one, where somewhere else,
That'd be crazy.
and they think we're alien. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. I kind of think heaven is like that. Like, you leave this body and then you go travel through another galaxy, and that's why when I get to heaven, excuse me, can I go see the planets?
Right.
Hi, Jesus. Hi,
Can
lovely.
I travel for a second?
Yep. Just let me go for just a second. I'll be right back.
Right. Yeah, I'm curious about it, but I don't know if I actually believe in an alien. I mean, I've always seen things where, like, there's a UFO sighting, or, you know, but you never really see anything, like, tangible or whatever. So I'm like, so did it, like, was there? So I don't know.
I don't think they look like they portray them in science fiction with the big shaped head and the huge eye. Yeah.
But it is, I don't know, it's crazy to think, like, if there was another, like I said, a planet like this, there's other people just walking around and like, huh.
We messed up Mars so bad, we sent Adam and Eve in some little pod, and we sent them to Earth to create life and start new Earth, and they didn't know how to fly in the little pod, and they created the whole Ice Age thing that wiped out the dinosaurs.
Okay. Never heard of that one.
Yeah, that's a whole... I was like, that kind of makes sense.
Huh, I never heard that. I haven't got it. I know there's a whole side of the science, like the aliens and all that science stuff, so, but I haven't ventured down that path. Okay, last question. The last one. We almost got through all of them, but this is a juicy one.
Huh?
This is a juicy one.
Ooh.
Feel free to elaborate.
Oh.
What is your biggest turn on?
Gosh, you saved the best for last.
I just randomly picked it, and it says, "What is your biggest turn on?"
I can't even see it.
I know. How do they do that? They're like,
oh, you put the hand behind it. Okay. Oh, we get to dancing with it. You're excited about this one. So
I'm excited for you, because some of our conversations, I know.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Well. There's several things. So, let me say, the first thing I notice about a person is teeth.
Okay.
So the first thing I see. So if your teeth are nice and pretty, woo! And then your appearance as a whole. I like a well-kept, well-dressed man.
Okay.
If you smell good, oh my God. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you hit all the senses, you hit the visual, and you hit the smell sense, then yes. From a physical standpoint, I guess I like backs.
Okay.
And I like legs.
I don't think I knew that.
Do we have to get deep? Like...
No. Just like if you've seen some people.
Oh, okay.
And what you be like? Ooh. Yes, because of whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Or if they walk past you and you're like, dang.
Yeah.
Now we are both happily married. Yeah. Blah blah blah. But yes.
Height is a big one for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice looking. Again.
So you can climb up on them.
Yeah. You got an accent?
Oh yes. Yeah.
But not the deep southern. I'm not into that. But the New Yorkin.
The New Yorkin?
Huh?
New York?
New Yorkin? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if somebody walked past you, he was tall, and he said, "Hey, do you know where this place is?" in an accent.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
He's talking to me? Can you say that again, please?
Right. Or they come into your work, and you're like, "Hey, how are you?"
Right. Oh, hey. Oh, let me take this mask off.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the manager here.
Right.
Okay, for me, the biggest turn on, I would say, is eyes. I'm with you as far as the height, for sure. And then your eyes. If they're light eyes, I'm a sucker for some light eyes. And smell is a good thing, too.
Yeah.
That's like just looking at you. Now, another thing that is a turn on is like their personality. If they're just a little different, then I'm like, I'm intrigued. I want to talk to you more. Yeah.
Then you talk.
Yeah. So if they're just like a little not with the norm or whatever, then I'm leaning over to that person. So, because there could be some people that are fine, but when they start talking, it's like, no.
I don't like you to be dumb either. You gotta have some common sense and some book sense. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
True. Okay. That was fun. We did it. Ta-da! We've tried a couple times at this podcast thing. And before this, we're having some technical difficulties, but hopefully one of these worked. And we got it worked out.
15 recordings.
Exactly. The show must go on. That's my motto with this. Just get it out there. Okay, so that's the end of it. Thank you guys for... Let me look over here. Thank you guys for watching this episode of the Yellow Butterfly Podcast with my bestie Renezzy. And we just had a little fun girl talking. What, did that do something?
You didn't say that in the beginning.
I knew you had it. I knew it. She was like,
I was waiting. What's my title? What? Say it again.
Title? Say it 2 more times. Bestie. Okay.
Bam.
Thank you for doing this with me. That's all. Until next time.